What's up, YouTube? So, there will be spoilers. You've been warned. This is the latest film from director Ridley Scott, and what do I think about it? Well, I actually liked this movie a lot more than I thought I was going to like it, but like Ridley Scott get this movie right? Yes and no. First off, this movie is stunning. This movie is absolutely stunning visually. The music is, the music is sufficient. You know, it's not like Gladiator or anything, but visually this film is astoundingly, just viscerally jaw-dropping. All the shots of the ancient cities, there's some really interesting costume work. The way that the plagues of Egypt were done, particularly when the crocodiles and alligators were like killing each other, and like you see the blood red River Nile, like it just like whoa. I would say the visuals and some of the performances are really interesting. I think Christian Bale was fantastic. I think Joel Edgerton was fantastic. I particularly liked one scene where Joel Edgerton, where he's saying like, you know, I am the God, you know, I am the God, or the sequence where Joel Edgerton's like threatening to chop off that chick's hand or whatever. Like he gave a very subtle, nuanced performance, which I really enjoyed, quite immensely, actually. You know, that guy Joel, he's got some acting chops, let me tell you. And I loved his voice in this film. Like his voice was just awesome. And there's some great visuals, there's some interesting performances, but I think that's the only positives for this film. Let's get into the negatives. First off, the casting. I'm going to be really brief with this, but the casting in this movie, some of the casting in this movie is just ludicrous. I mean, even though I really like Joel Edgerton as Ramses, we got Sigourney Weaver and Aaron Paul. I like them both, but what were they doing in this movie? I mean, their dialogue is so small that it was like, you couldn't have just gotten an unknown to play these parts. Like, you had to get Sigourney Weaver and Aaron Paul to play these parts. And then they had, this is where they just went off the scale right here. They had this Ben dude, the same slimy prick from The Dark Knight Rises. And then they had Ewan Brimmer in here. John Turturro as a pharaoh. What? A lot of the casting decisions did not make any sense in my mind. I think the middle of the film, there's a huge issue there. Like when he gets exiled to the time that he sees Joel Edgerton again, I think that something that could have been handled way better, for sure. Also, the representation of God in this film as a child is weird. I don't think that's the path that he should have took, Ridley Scott, but okay, yeah. The last thing that Joel Edgerton says in the film, I think the film should have ended like maybe 5 minutes after. Yeah, by the way, this chick right here, oh my god, is she just beautiful. I mean, wow. I'm probably gonna go with an 8 out of 10, I think. I mean, the film's pretty damn enjoyable, but those negatives that I mentioned were really, really big. Yeah, you know, what'd you think of the film? Let me know down below. That's all I got to say on that.